Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to be making some cards using the latest latest printables such as from Papercraft Secrets called Mail Shaker Cards. Now, I'm sorry, I don't actually have any shaker materials at all. And I've had a bit of a rotten cold the last couple of days, so I haven't had a chance to go out and get anything either. So I'm just going to make some normal kind of cards without the shaker element in them. So these are really bright and cheerful, I think, and they comes in a lot of different designs and formats. And now also there's some backgrounds. That one didn't print off properly, sorry. They're different backgrounds and different kinds of cards. You can make birthday ones as well, and lots of bright colours, different themes, so that will be fun to use. Oh, I love this one. It's so cute. Anyway, so I'm just going to use I've cut this out already, this bike, the motorbike rider, and I'm going to use these for the inside. And then I'm going to use this one as well. So for a change, I'm going to use some 12 by 12 black cardstock to make these with, and the measurements are 5.5 by 7.5. So it's 5.5 that way, 7.5 down that way. But I need to have this 5.5, 5.5 is 11, so I need to have 11 across. I might even do it 12. See, there's already 12 there, so it's 7 down. So a new trimmer. It's wonderful. Thank you, Marie Kerwin, for Marie. I hope I'm saying your name right. Sorry, for recommending this. I love it. It's so lightweight. It's awesome. So, oh, I thought it did do 12. I don't know why. It's because of this one here, barcode thing. So just chop that off. I'm still sort of working out where to place the chop off line. So do 7.5, I said, didn't I? Maybe I should make it 7 3/4 just to be on the safe side. I'll chop it off more later if I like it. So just put it down. Because there's a little bit here that where it goes in there to lock it to make sure it doesn't slip off, which is a good idea. It just lives down on the floor next to me on the leg of my table, so I'm going to fold that over in half. It's going to be way too big, I can see. Oops. Use my bone folder. And I'm going to cut this out, and rather than you watch me cut it out, I'm going to cut this bit out off camera and just cut around this as well. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, see you soon. I am back, and as you can see, it's I might actually work on a white bit of paper so you can see. As you can see, it's too big for what I cut, but I'd rather have too much than not enough, so it would have been fine at 7.5 and 5.5. It would have been fine. So I'm going to stick that down and cut off the excess with some double-sided tape. There, sorry, this is because I've been coughing. Probably not. I get this chesty infection thing happen a lot, and I spent a long time last night, and a long time this morning coughing and stuff, and it leaves me quite debilitated because unfortunately it's not just a cough, it's my whole body coughs with it, kind of thing, to bring up the stuff off my lungs, because I do have this lung issue, so I have to watch that. So this is if I start coughing too much, I'll have to stop and not do the video. This is this Father's Day is not going to be quite the same this year because my dad recently passed away, and we had his funeral on the 25th of August. So, but the cheerfulness of the paper is really lovely, and I thought I really wanted to do these cards today because I just wanted to I don't know, to sort of, because I've still got my husband's a dad, my son-in-law's a dad, so I might end up giving them the Father's Day cards instead. It's too big to go on my little trimmer. Don't want to cut it. I'm not sure how I feel. I've had this for a week now, but I haven't done anything like this before with it, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Trimming off excess. Hopefully this works. Maybe a bit more. Hard to know. Need to cut it. Just a bit more. Because I'm just still trying to work out where to cut it in relation to where it is on the cutter. Just really worried if I cut off too much, it'll be too much, so I think I'm gonna go into. It's just not straight to my liking, so I'm going to use my ruler here and draw a pencil line, hopefully. It's very faint, but I can see it in the light, which is a good thing. So if you don't have a trimmer, you can just use a knife, I did just draw lines and cut it with a pair of scissors. So best dad ever, and I'm going to use this bit for the inside, so I'm going to cut this off. These little images won't go to waste, they'll go on another card. Don't really need all of that, really. Keep that, just need those spikes. So I'm going to stick that inside, like so. Watching the time, depending on the time, whether I'll actually make two or not. Because I think if you make the videos too long, people don't watch all the way through because it gets a bit tedious. I do know myself that sometimes when a video goes for too long, I do skip bits. Won't come off. And even though this is a new printable, I printed off on just normal copy paper because I'm quite happy to stick the bits that need a bit more firmness onto other cards, and I don't mind working with the paper onto the card bases. So this is the way around it goes, with the little chevrons at the top like that. So That'll be something nice to write on for the person whose card it is. And I'm going to actually cut through there. So if I just get my ruler and draw a line through the middle there, cut it, hopefully it'll work. It's a shame I don't have any shaker materials to show you, because like I said, my dad's funeral was basically, I'm filming this only 2 days after the funeral, and it won't come out till 3 days after the funeral, but I just haven't felt up to going to doing lots of things, and then I started this coughing thing I get from every now and again, and that just really depletes me. So that's the last thing I feel like doing sometimes, is going shopping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut some of these little stars out now, and just place them around so that it fills in some of these holes we've got here where the big fussy cutting is. So hope you are all doing well with yourselves, and this is having some really good time, having a good time on this weekend, getting some crafting in if you're a crafter, or reading a book, doing the crossword puzzles. I like doing crossword puzzles. They say they're good for the brain. Some of them on the daily paper, there's one where you have to work out the code for the letters with the numbers, and sometimes they just really stump me. That's good. Makes you think. So even though the end of that point is cut off, it doesn't go away, so you can put it on the edge of the square like that. Probably could have been cut better than that, because you can still see the white around it, and it'll show when I glue it down. So I think I might just make the one today. See, this could have been covered in, this square could have been cut out and covered in acetate, and this could have been on the front of the acetate, or the back of the on the background, and behind here, and or behind, and then to create the put shaker elements. There are videos on, if you want to know how, there are videos out there on how to create shaker cards. I have to admit, my record of creating shaker cards is not that great, because I always manage to stick to the foam mounts that I use to lift my sides up with, and but other people seem to have loads of success. So have a go. They're fun to make, and they are fun to make. It's just I don't have a great success rate with them. But that's not why I'm doing it today. I'm not doing it because I just haven't been able to get to the shops to buy anything shakerish, and I just don't think my nearest shop that sells crafting things is Spotlight, and I don't think they'd have shaker things. I don't think they do. From memory, they don't sort of sell just packets of little things you could use for shakers. Cheap shops might, but they don't. They're always a bit hit and miss with what they have in stock sometimes. So we'll just do it without. So again, I apologise, because they are meant to be supposed to be shaker cards, but it's just fun just making these, because they're so bright and cheerful. you know, and if it the perfect thing to give to your grandchildren, for them to give to their dads or to their grandfathers. The more stars I'm putting around, the less it looks like a what's the word I'm looking for? Less it looks sort of chopped off artificially. I think is that the word I'm looking for? I think so. I could cut out the tiny ones, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, there's one over here I forgot to stick on, isn't there? There's one on down there that I forgot to stick on, so you'll say to me, Kay, you forgot one. Yes, I did. This one here. It's been a tough couple of days because my eldest son-in-law got the news that his grandmother has passed away this morning, so it's been a difficult couple of days for everybody. I'm going to cut some more of these out, and so rather than you watching me and being bored to death, I'm going to turn you off a little bit and again, sorry, and cut back in a little while. Back again. Took longer than I thought, sorry, and not that you would know, but I've just stuck some more of these little stars all over the place, and what I'm thinking of doing is just putting just a piece of acetate on top to sort of make it look a bit more finished, but I don't know, I'll see. So anyway, there's that one, and with the inside like that, so that can be, you can make an envelope to go with it if you've got an envelope punch board, or you can just, again, you can go on YouTube and see how you can make envelopes without using an envelope punch board. Then they're not that hard to make ones from just without an envelope punch board. They look different, that's all. Anyway, for the second card, what I've done is I've taken a square card base and I've traced around it to make this, which I'm going to fold over to make a black card base, and I'm going to use this, which needs trimming up because it doesn't fit at the moment. I want to have a border around, so I'm going to cut this off around. Let's have a look, let me think. I'm going to cut it off about there, just a guesstimate. Keep that, you never know, might come in handy for something. So I'm just having a eyeballing where I think it should be the right distance away for the card. Trying to make it as sort of evenish as possible. It's such a word as evenish. Double check it's the right way around. It's going to go right in the middle like that, and I think that looks really good with the big black border. And you can use glue stick because it's paper, or if you wanted to, and I'm going to do that now at the moment. Have to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. There's trouble with glue sticks. You don't want it sort of sticking everywhere else. Trying to show you different ways you can use, different things you can use. Oops. Not in the middle, K. No, it doesn't matter. I'll just trim that bit off there. just a little bit. So I quite like that, and I'm going to use this for the middle. Like so. There and there. So do this side first. You're going to say, be cutting all the best bits off, Kate, but I'm sure I can find another purpose for it. I mean, I throw away my skinny scraps, but not my big scraps like that. I just cut off just then. And again, this will give it another little, another lovely centre to write on. Round that way. And it just using, you can use a foam folder or something else, or a credit card, just to make sure it's all nice and flat. If you're using glue stick, got a bit of glue on the edges here, so I'm just rubbing it out with my glue rubber. And I'm just I don't have a sentiment on that sheet, but I do have some sentiments that I've got in my stash, which I'll find for a Father's Day, or it could just be used for a birthday card. It's up to you really, because it can be versatile for both. But I just wanted to show you this lovely kit. I keep calling it kit, printables. These lovely printable kit. And I think they look, I think they look really eye-catching, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out. So you've only got a couple of days left for Father's Day, so check this out and make some quick, lovely, pretty, bright coloured cards, especially for the younger men, and well, actually, I shouldn't say just younger men, because I know that my husband likes bright colours too, so, and he's no longer youngish. Anyway, thank you very much for being here today, and hope you like these, and check out YouTube for shake cards. I'm so sorry I couldn't show you that today. Thank you very much for being here again, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.